What is going on, guys? Welcome to week number 7 of our Big 12 All-Teambuilder Dynasty. Kicking us off here, we've got Ardmore Thunderwolves against the Odessa State Dust Devils, and we got the Prairie Dogs against Little Rock, and then the one to cap it all off is going to be the Denver Tech Rush against
McAllen Matadors.
So the big-time matchup, the game of the week.
Yes, so this is also a fairly big game. I mean, Odessa is kind of on a bit of a losing streak here. If they don't win here, it's going to be 3 in a row, so they need to avoid that fate, play good pass offense, and then maybe try to eke out a road win here.
And Ardmore's defense has been pretty tough on their opponents over the last couple games for them, so Odessa's really going to have a tough time trying to handle the Thunderwolves on both sides of the football here. We see a nice catch here by Kevin Tratnick. First reception of the game for 15 yards. Already inside the red zone here. 1st and 10. They can get a first down without scoring. And a pass.
Oh, Akeem Jenkins.
This is getting crazy to me, guys. It seems like every single week an Ardmore Thunderwolf receiver is making some kind of miraculous catch here.
Yeah, check this out.
He just stepped right in front of that. Might have been a safety or a linebacker. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
probably a safety.
He's looking at his hands. He's like, where'd the ball go?
So Cade Wilson to Akeem Jenkins, all pumped up. 7-0 here. 1st and 10 now. Montana Flynn looking to the running back is going to get sacked, though. That is Roosevelt McKinley. That's a presidential reference.
Oh, yeah. Little joke for all the history majors out there, I guess. Hey?
There's Sanchez on that tackle. Brock Skinner with 8 yards. Going to be 3rd and 9. What do you think? What do you think here? They're going to have to try to... Are they going to go deep here against this zone defense? They elect to go underneath, and Brock Skinner is going to make this catch. Is only going to get 5. So
I think he had the guy going to the sidelines. Could have picked up that first down. So you get a big stop there. And they're going to run here with Shook.
Oh, and he's going to fumble the football. God dang it. Mendoza picks this thing up. Not a good turnover right there. I mean, no turnover is ever good, but, you know, you at least want to have a good lead before you're starting to turn the ball over here. We just got Odessa off the field, and then the next play, boom.
Yeah, Shook's that kind of guy where he's so worried about hitting the hole and trying to get into wide open space that he doesn't concentrate on holding the ball, and that turnover leads to 7 with Kyle Rivera, and he's throwing up the shush sign there.
Yeah,
you guys
I know.
Caught that.
Yeah, this sucks because I like Kyle Rivera. You guys have heard me in the past in some videos talking about this guy as really a big-time receiver in this Big 12.
Yep.
And, you know, he's got some swag. Look at that. He's got that shush up, the home crowd. But, you know, that was terrible coverage. So let's hope that Cade Wilson on that hot streak can get something going here. And he's going to fire deep on the next drive. And he's got Akeem Jenkins again for a huge touchdown, 41 yards. 11 of 12 for 138 and 2 scores in the first half.
Yeah, the receiving core here for Ardmore, very dangerous. I think Jenkins is really stepping up as the number 3 guy. I've noticed Tratnick lately has been taking more of a back seat because Jenkins can really stretch the field. So good for him.
Him and Krupski, both of those guys are kind of fading away. Jenkins, like you said, is starting to come around, so this is good stuff. Another sack here. Montana Flynn going to get dropped by Guerrero. It's going to be 3rd and 7 now. McKinley is on the rush, and look at Smoot. He can't locate the football. Jabari McCollum dives for this, makes a great catch. It's going to be 1st and 10 now, and Flynn scanning the field, feeling some pressure here, and it's going to not get picked off by McKinley. He's having himself quite a game here so far.
Yeah, he's all over the place. That's good, but you definitely want to catch that next time. Just saying.
Here's Sweeney, and then Smoot, and then McCullough unable to make a tackle on Logan Sweeney. That's the running back, the versatile running back for the Dust Devils here. 1st and 10, Sweeney in motion yet again. Look at Storts, read that play perfectly, did not get a deflection credited to him, but since he was in the area, Sweeney dropped the football.
Yep. I would like to see what Sweeney does at the next level. Man, I teased that last week. And
then Kiefer Nuttall, one of the captains of that linebacking crew, steps in for an interception. So that turnover, we turn it into 7. They start driving. We get a turnover of our own.
Tit for tat right now. So here's Cade Wilson. You're looking deep.
He's
got a man.
Got Foreman, and boom, baby. This offense is electric.
Well, we talked about it, and Odessa's defense, not that good. The secondary, poor coverage just all around there. Really letting them get behind, like pressing these receivers. I don't think that's the way to go.
Well, I mean, the safety also got sucked in for whatever reason. I don't know. So 21-7 at the half. So that Ardmore defense, like we talked about in the pregame, stepping up, shutting down Montana Flynn, Sweeney, and all these other receivers that are really good, except for Kyle Rivera. You got to limit that big play right there as we see him flying down the field right there.
Yeah, but, so far, the Odessa pass offense is just no match right now for Ardmore. They really need to move the football downfield a little bit more. I think maybe stretch it against your secondary, which is what they're not really doing. So maybe a change in game plan is recommended here.
Yeah, probably a little more challenging downfield instead of those quick little slants and swings and things like that, because our linebacking core and our cornerbacks are coming in, they're reading these routes perfectly. Yeah, if you stretch the field, it's mano-a-mano at that point versus trying to go tit for tat, like you were saying. And here's Wimberly on 2nd and 2, and he's just going to plow right through everybody and get another touchdown. So it's going to be 28-7 Ardmore mid-third quarter.
And he took on about 3 tacklers and the invisible wall at the 1-yard line. So congrats to Chadwick Wimberly.
Heck yeah, man. And then look at this. Flynn challenging deep, and then is that Duarte or Smoot?
Yes. Yes.
Jumped right in front of it. So guys, this Ardmore speed on offense and defense is proving a little bit too difficult for Odessa, but Cade Wilson's trying to challenge. He didn't see anything else was open, so
down at the
1 yard line.
The other way though.
Yes. So that's Daniel Curry on the interception, 3rd and inches, and then
Sweeney.
Look at Sweeney, got the blockers, and he's just gonna go all the way. There's no catching him.
Now that probably fooled you completely, because when have they even ran the ball in this game?
They really haven't. And that play right there, 99 yards total offense. That was probably like a
total rushing offense.
I know.
Yeah.
It was like a 60-yard run. But look at this. Wimberly going to use his blockers for a score. But we got a flag on the field. And it's coming back.
Clipping.
It's going to be called clipping on who we got. Who's the guilty
party? Krupski.
Yes. So it's going to push us back. We got 3rd and 8 now. Wilson scanning the field, feeling some pressure. He's going to get hit hard. Incomplete pass. Going to be 4th and 8. Field goal will be up and good. So Zavko converts. It's going to be 31-14. And then here's Livingston on a nice little yards after the catch there. 2nd and 10. And then Terrence Kirkland is going to make a pretty nice grab over there at the sideline. 2nd and goal now. Flynn.
Looking deep.
He's got Livingston, and what a catch by Livingston to get in the end zone to stay in bounds. 31-21.
Was that a catch?
We will end up challenging it, but to save some time, I didn't show the challenge. That we did challenge it.
So they gave
and
yeah,
they gave
that to him.
So
weird.
Great job by Livingston. Good job by Odessa to at least try to come back here. So now it's about 2:14 left to go in the 4th quarter. We're just trying to kill some clock. That's really all we're trying to do. But at this point, I'm thinking I want Gunnar Rivers to see 4 touchdowns for Cade Wilson and 300+ yards, and then he's going to end up turning it over here. So not a good play there. We're down. We're up 10. A touchdown here makes us up 3. So, I mean, this game is not over. We should have been running the football instead of getting greedy. Here's Guerrero tackling Sweeney. So it's going to be 4th and 11. So good job by the defense to actually step up and really shut this game down. They got 1 play left to go.
All right, 4th and 11. Go Montana, get somebody open.
He's going to fire deep into triple coverage. And Roosevelt McKinley gets 3 deflections.
No INTs, though.
No, just can't catch. He's there clapping, though. He's had a good game. He's had a very, very good game.
Oh, I know why I dropped it. Field position.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, that was actually a smart play.
Good call. And here's Wimberly. We're just going to tack on another score just because we can.
Well, fair is fair.
I mean, we're trying to get up in the rankings there, too.
All is fair in love and war.
We're only up 10. And then look at this, Kyle Rivera. And then look at Smoot trying to lay the lumber, and he doesn't.
What did he do there? He stopped and he fell flat to the ground.
Tried to use a hit stick. I don't know. We're still up 10 though now, guys, and then an onside kick is going to get picked up by Tratnik, so this game is over.
We know Tratnik has those good hands, so pretty solid win there for the Thunderwolves. They will take it. And you improved to 1-0 in conference play. Odessa is now 0-2, so
they're pretty much...
We're right about something so far. It was that Odessa was going to struggle
in conference play.
Conference play hit.
Yep. Well, the big-time offenses. There's a lot of big-time offenses in this conference, and they're going to have to keep pace. They tried to keep pace with us. They just weren't able to do it and get that big stop. They stopped us a couple times with those interceptions, but those were kind of forced.
That was about it. So, all right, here we have Nebraska State at Little Rock. So, what do we think about this game here? Cameron Willis, he's had a bye week to get ready.
Nice throw there. He's already still keeping that thing going.
Yep, hits Yarbrough. We know he likes Yarbrough. Pritchett, though, nothing doing there. Down for a 4-yard loss. So we're still... We talked about it a little bit. Maybe run the ball a little bit more. We see we're gonna get Willis on play action. Nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing going on. Unless you had something else to say, I was going to interject and say that the game plan here for Little Rock is probably really hit home on defense because Rhett Bollinger being the freshman quarterback, they know the kid can play, and he actually didn't do too bad last week. But in order to start winning these games for this team, they're going to have to play really well on defense. And like you said, Nebraska State, one of the top passing offenses in the league.
So far.
Yeah, in the NCAA, they're going to have to shut them down. And they did right there. You got in the end zone, got an interception, but look at that, making good plays on Bollinger. He's going to set up 3rd and 17, and good pass protection here. And look at this, just throwing up a prayer.
What in the world?
Okafor unable to contort his body back around and try to stop Billings from making that 47-yard catch. 1st and 10, Bollinger dropping back. Nice little throw there to J.J. Cobb, one of his favorite targets.
Yeah, not one of his favorite targets. His favorite target.
His favorite target.
Yeah, that's the number 1 receiver for him. No question about that. Although he hits Puck, and Puck gets destroyed.
Yeah, he's lucky he didn't tear his ACL right there. 1st and goal. Bollinger, little toss over to Kenny Puck.
So maybe he's feeling out some receivers,
Yeah.
He hit Cobb a bunch last week. Maybe Puck now might be a guy that he likes throwing to.
Maybe he just keys in on a guy. Maybe he's one of those quarterbacks.
Maybe he just finds open receivers when he plays the Prairie Dogs because we can't cover anybody.
Maybe. That's a good possibility.
Frankie Pritchett picks up a 1st down here. So Pritchett's getting the bulk of the touches here, more so than Monson. And he's going to hit Brenneman for a 15-yard gain. So we are moving downfield.
Oh,
there's Monson.
Nice job, Monson. Good move.
All right. Little slow motion.
It was a little slow.
Yeah, it was. But it was enough to fool him. Touchdown, Prairie Dogs.
Number 2. I don't know where he was trying to tackle. So good job by the Prairie Dogs here. Tie ball game here. We got Billings making this grab. Nice little touch pass up the middle to Billings. And then we got Mabin Jr., who's going to
shift and shake his way. I
was trying to find a good word for it.
Shimmy and shake his way.
We got they got nobody guarding Lonnie Luke, the receiver, and Jackson Prophet here, but not going to matter as Shamar McFadden is going to find the end zone for a 4-yard score. He was wide open. Bollinger 8 of 9 for 2 scores.
Yeah, the coverage is absolutely terrible. So Willis here, and look at this coverage. This coverage is really good. Nobody was open for Willis, and that was a recurring theme throughout this game. Our pass offense was not able to get going against the secondary.
Which is part of the game plan for Little Rock. They definitely wanted to shut you down and use their athleticism to tie you up. Make sure Willis isn't able to get those open throws. Good job by Jackson Prophet to find some open space. And then we got James Huff.
Down at
the 1. 2nd and goal, and then we've got Mabin, who actually could have ran up the middle, but he instead elected to take the long way.
He had to go around the invisible wall. He knows there's an invisible wall right there. He's got to go around it.
So he was credited for a 0 yards touchdown, but he basically ran 5 yards to get the score.
And that was absolutely terrible.
Sakis makes the interception, so yet again another interception for Willis, and this is nearing the end of the 2nd quarter here. So this is a big play there. Nice job by the defense to make Bollinger miss that throw. 3rd and 13, got to come through, and Shonka, that's not a guy you want to get hit by. And Bollinger takes the big sack. Field goal opportunity coming up here. And check this out. Cameron Willis, strained back, is out for the rest of the game. It's going to have to rely on the shoulders and the arm of Trevor Rooney.
Yeah, and I don't know how I feel about that. But it's not like Willis was playing any better. But, yeah, I mean, Willis, unfortunately, he got knocked out on the INT throw when he took a hit. So it is not looking good. Cobb just got mangled, though, right there.
That's 5 receptions for 82 yards for J.J. Cobb. 1st and 10 here, and Bollinger's actually just going to take off himself. He's got a block from his receiver, and look at this. He's going to take it in, the freshman quarterback.
Takes it 41 yards.
Nice.
Yeah, you'll notice missed tackles and no open receivers was that was a recurring theme. So Rooney going deep.
He's going to get Bourgeois.
All right, not bad.
Nice.
Okay, Rooney, that was pretty good. That was his 6th pass of the half, so he is trying to get it going, but this is not going to happen.
Nothing there. And who's the penalty on here? We got another clipping call. It's going to be on the offense, of course, and then it's going to be pushing you guys back to 3rd and goal. Rooney firing up the middle, and he's pretty much into quadruple coverage, just hoping for somebody to make a play because there was nothing there.
Yeah, we need a touchdown there. We got a field goal out of it. Oh my god! Are you what in the world?
What is this game?
Does this happen to anybody else, or is it just our? This? Oh.
Please post in the comments below, guys. Is it just us? Is it our disc? Do we need to clean the disc? Do we need to buy another game? Because this is insane. This is getting crazy.
Yeah,
nice pass there to J.J. Cobb for another score.
Bollinger just got wiped out on a tackle, and he throws a brilliant pass for the touchdown. So, I mean, there's nothing we can do. And then Highshaw is just looking around for the ball. That's when you hold the Y button, and then it just don't do anything.
Yep. And Rooney can't believe it. He's all upset because his one opportunity to come in here and actually show something, he doesn't. And then Fitzsimmons is going to be he's the 3rd stringer.
Yeah, we put Fitzsimmons in the game. He's actually not that far behind Rooney, or not that far behind Willis on the depth chart. And he is a freshman. So at this stage, Coach Cust was like, yeah, why not give him a rep or two here?
It actually was not that bad of a pass. He tried to, lead his receiver a little bit, but it's going to be a turnover. They will end up kicking a field goal.
Little Rock does, yeah.
Yeah, so 41-10, and then you're just going to run the ball and kill the clock, and that's it. So, not a good showing by the Prairie Dogs. I think you're just outmatched.
Well, it's just one of those games. Nothing that worked for us on our little 3-game winning streak there. Literally nothing was working. We couldn't run the ball. We couldn't throw the ball.
Playoffs.
We couldn't play as a team.
Let's actually go to a semi-even matchup here.
Yeah, you're right.
And Denver Tech against McAllen. So we got the Rush against the Matadors. Here's your updated standings as of.
Well, that's kind of they're still out of order.
Yeah.
As you can see. But, yes, this is post the Nebraska State loss, so we aren't up to speed here. Denver tied at 1st with Midland, and I mean, this is a huge game, even though it's cross-divisional. I mean, the loser is going to be in a tough spot. I mean, McAllen plays ACU next week, and if they drop this game, then they might be staring it down 0-2. So we got Jameel Schmidt here. Elite rushing offense for Denver, elite passing for McAllen. They're both number 1 in the country in those respective stats.
Yeah, so definitely contrasting styles here. We see Schmidt getting 10 yards again, so he's already got 2 rushes for 20 yards. That's an average of 10. I mean, this guy is a legitimate playmaker. Also, Durkeenan Timmons is a legitimate playmaker. You guys have come to know him very, very well. 27 yards on that play. I feel like if he didn't slow down there, he was definitely in.
Turn on the Jets, man.
He's got 51 yards rushing right now, and that's just their first drive.
Yep, and he'll find Dallas Humber here, so he's 1 of 1 for a touchdown. So pretty good. Well, they will take it. Denver scores on the opening possession, and the ball goes right back to Judd Carmichael, the projected number 1 overall pick in next year's NFL draft, although we are just entered October, so a lot is subject to change. Mel Kiper might update that board. As you can see there, with that kind of arm, that's what they like about him.
Yeah, it's the one thing that keeps them salivating about this guy. 10-yard catch there to Paris McMillan. 1st and goal now. And it looks like they're going to actually throw the ball in. I mean, why not? You got a good quarterback like that. I would have elected to run it, just knowing my strategy on how I like to go about things. But Carson Jackson, their number 1 wideout, is going to make this catch for a touchdown.
He's
just
catching
beat his man.
He's got so many touchdowns. It's insane.
Yeah.
So Carmichael gets the ball back later. This will be the beginning of the second quarter. Carson Jackson for another 10-yard pickup there.
He caught that ball after a 6-yard pickup, and he basically got 4 yards after the catch. This guy is so good. Firing deep in here into the end zone. I think Carmichael, he doesn't have the touch. He just fires things.
Sometimes,
rocket balls. And then look at this. Nice pass there to Barrett Love. He got a little touch pass on there. I think he might have learned his lesson. Get that ball up a little bit. It's going to be 14-7 now. We got Drakeen Timmons in the offense for the rush. Almost about midfield, but looks like Timmons is going to keep it himself, and he's going to actually get contact about 5 yards from the first down line, and he's going to get 13. He picks up 8
that's pretty good.
After contact. As for a quarterback as skinny as he is, that's definitely very, very good.
Yeah, there's Schmidt gets spun around, but Denver is on the move. This will be Holly.
Wow, look at Holly go. 17 yards on that. He made something out of it. He made that out of nothing.
Yep, now here's Timmons with the option fake down at the 1 yard line. All right, it's going to be 1st and goal. Is Schmidt going to get the touchdown or no? We shall see.
I'm going to say Timmons. I'm going to say Timmons.
I'm going to say no because Holly is on the field, and Holly has this tendency to just vulture these touchdowns.
Oh, yep. Went to Holly.
There it is.
Went to Holly. So 1-yard score, tie football game here, mid part of the second quarter. This is proving to be a pretty solid game.
Very evenly matched. Now, Carmichael's going deep, and he's got Jackson, the speed demon.
No one's going to catch him. No one even was close. This guy's a burner, man.
That's Williams on the coverage, but Jackson's faster than he is. So if they're going to play that kind of coverage, they got no chance. Sapchansky also has no chance. I'm not drafting him next year.
No.
I'm not drafting him. I don't care what he's rated as.
No. He doesn't make the play when you need him to.
No, he doesn't. He's that guy, though. He had a much better season last year. And then this year, it's like, people like, what's the deal, man? What happened to you?
He's a head case.
Right.
That's really all it comes down to. See a nice pass complete to Paris McMillan down the sideline. He's already got 4 for 41. Carmichael 5 incompletions thus far in this game. That's actually, they gave him the catch on that. 1st and 10, and McAllen firing deep to the left. That's a beautiful throw by Carmichael.
Okay. No, that's McMillan there. And this is McMillan's first game back since he was injured. Yep. So he's back off to a really nice start. There's 18 again.
Look at that. That's gorgeous.
He's getting burned all day.
Yeah.
And twice on Sunday.
That's 4 touchdowns already for... Sorry. I just got caught up in this. I could see the blockers going, and then look at Schmidt. He is gone.
He did a Claudio Keller from last week.
Goodness.
The big score at the end of the first half.
73 yards for Schmidt to end the second quarter. It's going to be 28-21. They absolutely needed that to stay in this game.
Absolutely. And there was no celebration there. Did you notice he's just kind of walking around?
Yeah.
He's got to wait for his teammates to get over there.
Right.
Yeah.
It's either that or he's laser focused to say, okay, yeah, we're back in it, okay? No celebration. We're still down a touchdown. But what I was saying about Carmichael is that he's already got 4 touchdowns in the first half.
Right. So he's dealing right now. But Denver, they need to step it up because they cannot get this coverage going at all. And as I say that, we got an INT going the other way there.
They needed that.
Yep, good pick there. It's LaShawn Rich.
So now the thing is you got to come through with a touchdown of your own because Carmichael, they've scored pretty much almost on every possession. The majority of their possessions they've scored on.
Yep, and this is Jarquez Holly with that 1-yard touchdown.
They trust the big guy to punch it in.
I'm starting to feel bad for Schmidt. This might cost him the Heisman Trophy. Now here's Malloy for a 2-yard gain. It's going to take it up 3rd and 2. And they are going no huddle here, as both teams do no huddle. So I bet this game was fun to edit for you.
Oh yeah, I mean, do you have any idea how hard?
What
it
are
was?
you doing?
Carmichael? What are you doing? And then the lineman picks it up as the defensive player could not jump on it. So wow, McAllen keeps possession. What?
I don't know.
Maybe it's Carmichael isn't comfortable in that. I mean, he's not an option quarterback. He shouldn't be running an option
I agree.
at all.
I agree. But McAllen gets a stop here on Schmidt. And the ball's going to be going the other way for once. We got a couple stops.
Firing deep, and no one's covering. No one is covering. Carson Jackson with another huge touchdown. He's got 58 on that play. 340, might have been 340 or 348 yards passing. My goodness, guys. This is getting crazy. Carson Jackson, unbelievable player. The speed demon is making plays here. And then look at this. Interception again on Carmichael on these little short passes.
He's not taking care of the ball.
No, that's 2 turnovers already, 2 interceptions, and Trumaine Keaton. Wow. Touchdown, pick 6. It's a tie ball game.
Literally throwing the lead away.
Throwing the game away.
Possibly. But now Carson Jackson, though, 5 for $155 and 3 touchdowns. So maybe he's going to be the hero here. But they're going to a screenplay to Malloy, and
He almost got there. He almost got there. Trying to use the Rush's defensive speed against them, and it just didn't work. So we got a pump fake for Timmons, and he's firing deep, and he's got his man. That's Jawan Singleton for 32 yards.
What did I tell you about that guy?
He's
like so good.
You like him. And then look at this. We're actually going to get a stop here. So Timmons goes down. 1 yard loss. 3rd and 3 now. I mean, a field goal will get you the lead here. I mean, you got to come through the first down. Just try it.
Not going to happen.
4th and 5. So Ayo Garrison
makes the stop. They bring the Garrison. But Coulter Dragocevic.
Wow, that's a huge kick.
Hits that field goal. And they are now in the lead. They're getting outgained, though, by a healthy margin. But what does that matter? Right now, they got the lead.
You know what's funny? When I was editing this, Nestler and Herbstreit were saying that the offenses weren't being able to run it or throw it, and it was really awkward.
Oh,
it's like, you guys are dumb.
That happens.
Yes, they haven't able to.
That happens.
1st and 10 here, and wow. So Carmichael is risking it for the biscuit right here, because, I mean, some of those throws were highly contested. You can't do that. And then look at this.
Oh.
So the rocket ball is gonna make us return. No loft on that throw.
Yeah, he did not read that throw, and I think he's just in that zone where he's just like, okay, coach, I get it. I screwed up. So he had that look on his face like it wasn't registering.
Dude,
but
3 interceptions in this game for Carmichael.
Yeah, I know. That's got to be, you got to clean that up. I mean, you got ACU coming in next week, and they are 0-1 off to that, not the best start in the world, but Denver, look at these guys, they're 2-0, and this is a big hurdle for them.
Yeah.
To get through McAllen. So, bravo to the Rush. And we're going to look here. You were right, my friend.
Heck yeah, man.
Shreveport.
The Shreve.
Knocks off Midland at the Shreve. Man.
Skeeter Nation took it to them, guys. 175 yards for Wingo, 2 touchdowns, 6.7 average. Heck yeah. And even
tacked on that receiving touchdown as well. So Midland did not take care of business. And then how about this game? Low scoring as predicted, but Broken Arrow gets the win in overtime.
Frustrates the crap out of me, man, because you know me, I'm the big time Camu supporter here, and they just didn't come through.
You don't like my team? So how about this? Only 220 yards of offense. Snyder got it done. Still more turnovers, man. Gotta knock that stuff off, bro.
I think he's just turnover prone.
I do too. How about Shepard though? 3 for 18 for 42 yards.
I don't know what to say. I mean, I understand it's an option offense, and you're not going to throw it a lot, but that's terrible.
I don't understand that. But they got to get secondary. ACU gets a W. He's a little sleepy.
Mm-hmm.
A little sleepy, I'd say. Still might have been a little hungover. So Bishop did not get the yards. like he usually did, but I think they regrouped. They get that running game going. You see Jones with 2 touchdowns and receiving touchdowns, so bravo to Noah Jones. And let's look at some defensive numbers. Armand Hammer with 10 tackles, a sack, a pick.
Jeez.
Crazy.
He's definitely flexing it.
Yeah. Chandler also had 2 INTs. So, tough day for Springer.
Ooh.
Taft misses a field goal.
He's missing some things.
Yep. Klett had a punt block, I see. Look at that. 6 punts, though. So, ACU did not... we were right about this game, though. Like, Amarillo brought the defense, hung around, but their offense was not good enough here.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say other than, their offense was trying to produce, and it didn't. Against a good team like that, it's not going to.
Yeah, so bravo to Coach Deloach and Jay Sims and the crew. Bishop with that senior leadership. They plowed through that game, and we're going to take a look ahead here to week number 8.
Yeah, I got some great games on tap here. Ardmore against Nebraska State, so the Brothers Bowl.
Oh, man. How do we feel about that, folks?
I feel pretty good about it. I feel really good about it, actually. I feel like I'm going to take it to you this year. And especially after Little Rock finally, got a win.
Yeah. I don't know how I'm going to be able to tackle your players in space. I don't know how I'm going to be able to cover. I don't know how I'm going to be able to beat your secondary.
There's going to be no mercy. You can count on that.
Well, frankly, I'm going to set that play clock adjustment to conservative and just run the ball the whole first half. Try to survive.
Well,
get it into the second half.
You might be seeing a lot of John Hicks then.
That's unfair.
More explosive plays. Some read options.
I maintain that he's too fast.
He's not too fast, man. That's just part of his makeup. That's who he is. So big time game, Brothers Bowl for week 8. So make sure you come back. We'll have a week 8 preview on Wednesday too, and we're gonna go to Prairie Dog practice to check that out because you guys got a lot of crap to work on for your prep against Ardmore. Let's go to McAllen.
Let's just say for the record, I am 3-0?
Yeah.
I'm 3-0 in Brothers Bowl games, and I'm at a huge disadvantage.
Oh, God. Here's the narrative.
I'm trying to soften the blow for when it comes.
Yeah, sure. We all know you're at an overall disadvantage,
I
but
know.
As far as you behind the sticks, you should...
We're fairly evenly matched, though.
Yeah. All right, let's check out McAllen against ACU. That's another big-time conference matchup. Maybe we just build these teams. Maybe we think every team is a big-time matchup. Every matchup's big.
Well, we got maybe 4 or 5, A- type teams, and McAllen ACU are 2 of those. So, that's a huge game. That's a divisional game. McAllen and ACU are both in the hole. Somebody's coming out of this game with 2 losses.
Yeah, that hurts.
I know. It might be a de facto elimination game, but we'll see about that. Odessa State's going to go at Amarillo. Odessa's trying to get off the schneid. They're 0 for their last 3. And then Amarillo sitting at 3-2. They need a win. They need to right that ship, and somebody's going to win that game.
Yep.
Now, Little Rock at Shreveport.
That's an interesting matchup.
That's a very interesting matchup because Shreveport, with a win over Midland, they look like they could... I'm not even going to say it. I was just going to say, maybe they could be players. But, let's be realistic here. Still, though, they're looking really good.
Yeah, I know. It's really hard to pick against them right now, but with how Little Rock came out and played against you, defensively, offensively, they're starting to come into their own. I think Bollinger has rallied the troops.
Yeah, you're right. So I think that's a game that really could go either way. And then Camu at Midland, the 2 upset victims from last week.
Yeah.
Broken Arrow and Shreveport get the W's. Camu Midland lose, and now they are behind schedule. Loser of that game. Perhaps a de facto elimination game in the West because whoever loses is going to have 2 losses.
It's crazy.
So
just to think that already, it's week 8, and you've only played 2 conference. You're going to have only played 2 conference games after week 8, and you could basically be out of the running right from the get-go. So everything for 2 months. For 2 months, you were playing football and playing competitively and working towards conference play, and now You could face 0-2.
It's now or never.
Nope.
Tonight is forever.
Yeah. God. The theme of a lot of pop culture songs now. Tonight's the night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. No offense to anybody watching or listening to pop culture. So anyway, guys, that is the end of this episode. Make sure you leave a like if you like this thing. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that red subscribe button or my logo if you guys like it, love it, and you want more of it. That's what you got to do. So check us out on Wednesday. Come on back. We'll have week number 8 previews, and you know what it's all about. Ardmore against Nebraska State. Brothers Bowl number 4. You're not ready for it.
No.
Okay. Post it in the comments below, guys. Who do you think is going to win this game?
Do I get the shocker of the century?
Someone's going to pick you, man. Someone's going to pick you. They're going to go with that 3-0 overall record. Someone's going to do it. So we'll see you guys on Wednesday. As always, peace.